Hello and welcome to the Gate series. Today we're going to be talking about Gate 23. This is located in the throat center and is called the Gate of Assimilation. It is in the channel 4323, which is structuring. Gate 23 is located in the individual circuitry and it is in the knowing circuit more specifically. Gate 23 is also known as the 23rd gene key in the gene keys. It is entitled Simplicity. The shadow of the 23 is called Complexity. And according to the I Ching, the 23rd hexagram is about stripping away or splitting apart. So let's explore the shadow aspect of the 23. The shadow aspect is complexity. And Gate 23's shadow side, or lower frequency expression, is rooted in language. So the way that the shadow manifests is through different barriers in verbal communication. The 23 is off of the throat center, and it is the gate that says, I know. And whether it actually does or not is another matter. So we have sort of a know-it-all energy here, and if it is not used with conscious awareness, which can happen in the shadow frequency, right? It can feel very much like a steamroll sort of vibe. So the 23rd gene key in its shadow is a person who has this insatiable urge to speak while simultaneously an inability to truly listen, which obviously causes issues in healthy communication. Now, when someone can't listen to what you are saying and they are adamant about your point of view, how does that feel? Not very fun, right? Or have you been this person? I feel like we all can relate to this from one time or another. However, if you have this 23 activated in your chart, it's really important to inquire about that. There is also an element of timing that gets interrupted in the shadow expression of the 23rd gene key, or Gate 23. Richard Rudd says, it is not about the words themselves that cause the static between the speaker and the listener, but the subtle cadence and intonation itself. There are people who can give speeches in the most engaging language, but it actually makes no sense to the audience whatsoever. The gift of communication does not lie in the speaker's linguistic skills, but somewhere much subtler, in the speaker's heart. So let's explore the binary ways that the shadow of complexity can be manifest. Now, that's either going to be repressive or reactive. Repressive manifestation of the shadow of complexity is going to be rooted in fear. The reactive is rooted in anger. So, the repressive manifestation of complexity and the Gate 23 is sort of like shutting down, being mute. It is built on oppression and suppression. And this is the energy of suppression in an individual's voice or external forms of oppression that contribute to the fear-based control of their personal expression. The reactive manifestation is called fragmented in the gene keys. Now, this reactive manifestation is rooted in anger, which shows up as excessive, scattered talking and over-explaining. It's this energy that's exerted in the deepest longing to be heard, yet feeling like they never are, which is ultimately experienced as being misunderstood. This is also related to the timing of speech, which is a through line in the 23rd's expression. And when it's in shadow, it is this sort of mistiming. And that can show up as saying things at the wrong time or saying things in an inappropriate timing. All right, let's shift into the gift frequency of the 23rd gene key, or Gate 23, the Gate of Assimilation. This energy is about simplicity. So we had the shadow and complexity. The gift frequency is all about keeping it simple. The gate 23 is able to keep things simple, precise, clear, and clean in its communication and experience. So to be able to test out the 23rd in your own life, especially if you have this gate activated, you can notice how complicated you make things when you speak. Richard Rudd says, "The mind does not trust simplicity because it thrives on complexity. The more complicated something is, the more the mind can think about it." So when we come to this 23rd gift, we are learning one of the great secrets of a happy life. Keep it simple. So when someone is expressing the gift state of the 23rd gene key, they are spontaneously generating experiences of knowing. So you remember we're in that knowing circuit and we're in the gate of the throat that says, I know. So they're generating these spontaneous experiences of knowing that are a result of being in the frequency of the gift, which they then can communicate with great insight and clarity. Often, these people with the 23rd gift will have spaciousness in their inner and outer lives. Their living spaces can reflect inner simplicity and being embodied in this gift. Gate 23 is a great teacher due to the ability to communicate with clarity and simplicity. It is like when you strip away, aka the hexagram's name, the stripping away. It's sort of like stripping away all the confusion, complexity, and angst that comes with the shadow of this gate. And you are left with this beautiful simplicity that is able to communicate with a timing, tone, and skill that has the capacity to deeply resonate with others and be understood not only by the receivers, but by the communicator. And the communicator feels understood as well. This is a beautiful mutual exchange of this gift frequency. I feel like this gift is such a powerful gift of language and self expression that can help others really feel at ease in your presence and while listening to you speak. Finally, I'd like to leave you with something that Ra said about this 4323 channel in particular. He called it the genius to freak channel. I thought that was kind of funny. So I think that there's this sort of alchemical process that takes place in order for the communication through this gate and through in this channel to be received and to be of value when expressed in the gift frequency as it moves from the expression to opening the door of an individuation and mutation for the collective. So if it's not received and understood, if it's not when it's going through this process, this can be sort of interpreted as this person being an outsider or quite strange. Thus the reason why I think Ra was calling this genius to freak, because this gate has a potential of true genius to activate mutation within itself and others. But if it's not well timed and well received and in that gift frequency, it won't be received the way that it's meant to be received. So this is a deeply rooted in language, in self-expression, in timing, and trusting your voice. I hope that you got a lot out of this and have deepened your understanding of Gate 23. And I look forward to seeing you next time when we explore Gate 24. Thank you so much. Bye.